That was quick. Welcome back to my lore series here about aspects of Mourn. We're still talking about Book 5. We're still talking about the team, believe it or not. There's 6 members of this team, plus and a strange sister. Ginrad here is not a member of the team, but he's linked to the person we're going to be talking about next. High Druid Ginrad Desermath. Yeah, he's an elf. Was an elf, I will say, because he's been gone for quite some time. Well, not quite some time. His passing's recent. I have this all out of order. He's been around he was around for a long time. For an elf, he was ancient. And he just decided one day, he finished what he'd set out to do. He had an affinity for turning animals into bipedal versions of what they were. He did that with a number of them, including Rix. Valissa, on the other hand, we'll get to Valissa in a little bit. Rix, he is responsible for changing from a skunk to, and if you're wondering who Rix is, Rocket Pie, she's book 6. We'll get to Rix down the road. He transferred her. There's a number of bipedal races that were not bipedal races until he came along and just transformed them. He's one of the big reasons any meat you eat on Mourn is not really meat. It's got all the proteins, the textures, everything that will fool you into thinking it is meat, but it is not. And he's one of the reasons for that. He trained so many druids. If we have a druid in the story, odds are he's the one that trained, and he did train Valissa, which you'll see when we go over her. One big thing about him is he believed that nature was the universe and vice versa. That's why when he left, he says, "I'm just going to move on and become one with fate." That was it. And he vanished. Just disappeared. He said, no big flurry, no big radiance, nothing. He just poof, gone. Because he lived out his time and he knew it was done. That's Ginrad. Next, we'll get into one of his pupils, who is a member of the Walkers of the Storm. See you in the near future. Thank you for listening.